Greg Powers, Dave Campbell's Texas football, and I'm out here at Sachse High School with four-star wide receiver Kaliq Lockett. Man, first off, congratulations on a tremendous season. Congratulations on a big ranking. I saw you're rated as one of the top players in the entire nation now. I kind of want to talk about this year, man. Like, this was your chance to really lace it up and shine. You had over 1,300 yards. Just kind of recap your season. What do you feel like you brought to the table?
Man, I think I pretty much, we proved all the haters wrong. What really motivated me was shout out to Matt Diggs because he said we was gonna get steamrolled by Capel, and we put up a fight against them. We should have won, but good game to them. So I think that's what really motivated me as well because you know I feel like I'm just not the only player on my team that can make a play. My running back, my quarterback, thank God to him. My defense. We all came together as a team, and we finally realized that hey, we have a legitimate shot at competing with everybody. So I think the first two games, Capel and Prosper, I feel like that's what set off my season because they're Capel and Prosper.
Yeah.
They're
Big 6A schools.
big
Yeah.
6A schools. Made a huge impact. In the playoffs this year. And I wish them the best luck in the future. So
Your ranking, man, came in. I know that was I don't want to say it's a surprise because you're a guy who actually plays a game with your chip on your shoulder. I can recall back to our first interview together, and I would describe that interview. You were confident but not cocky, and that's the type of swag that you bring on the field as well. What's it like now being one of the top-rated guys? You a little bit. I would say that you were sliding a little bit under the radar there for a while, but now that you're, one of the top receivers in the country, you're going to have a target on your back now.
to me, there ain't ever been no pressure, and I'm still holding myself to the same standard I was when I wasn't ranked when I was lower ranked than everybody. I'm still gonna hold myself to that standard. Still put in the same amount of work. Still treat everybody the same.
Well, how many offers are you up to? What's it like having all the college attention?
18 offers and more incoming soon. And man, you know, at this time last year I only had five. And I up 13 in a span of what 5 to 6, 7 months. So I feel like all the work that I put in, everybody telling me just to be patient. Just trust the grind, trust the process, pray to God, and that's what really helped me through the season. And now at the point where I am now.
We'd be here a long time if we were talking about all 18 offers, and I know you haven't released a set list of favorites yet. So I'm going to concentrate on some of the schools that you had a chance to go out and see in person. Texas Tech was your fifth offer overall, and you had a chance to go out and see Joey McGuire's program this year for an unofficial visit. What was it like in Lubbock, and what keeps Texas Tech in the running to potentially land Kaliq Lockett?
Oh yes, number one, Coach Juice, the receiver coach. Me and him have a great relationship as well. Um, you know, they like to throw the ball a lot. They also have Micah Hudson as well. I got the chance to meet Micah Hudson at their junior day last year. And he was a all around great kid. His family is amazing. You know, and and potentially we could end up playing together. So
Death Valley, LSU. I mean, I know that's one of the top schools in the country. Brian Kelly leads that program. Man, a couple weeks ago, it seems like LSU was all over my social media feeds with like how their crowd is during the games. What was it actually like being there?
oh man, LSU got some crazy, crazy fans, and they love their Tigers. So, and with them being, and with LSU being like the Bayou Bengals, them being, the top school in the nation and one of the best programs to produce receivers, that makes me want to, potentially add my name to one of their, to be one of the top draft picks, winning the Belindikoff, and all that.
Yeah, they have one Malik Neighbors this year, and the guy I always like think of when I think of LSU. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a little bit of a Bengals fan too. Is Jamar Chase? You do have some Big Ten schools. You didn't take visits to these schools, but they're two schools that I find intriguing on your list. Penn State. Won't you kind of talk about why the Nittany Lions have gotten the game and what type of relationship that you have up there with their coaching staff?
Oh yes, I got the chance to camp with them in the summer, and I met with Coach Hagens, and Coach Hagens is all around great guy too, man. Great down to earth guy. His first year at Penn State, and which is crazy. I met him, at the airport first. Even before I camped. So I feel like, maybe it was meant, maybe it was meant to be, maybe, So what intrigues me about Penn State is Coach Franklin has done a wonderful job with the Penn State Nittany Lions over the years. Producing NFL talent year in and year out, first round draft picks, and potentially I could be on there too.
Michigan, if they win and take care of business against Iowa this weekend, will be playing for their third consecutive college football national championship opportunity. Jim Harbaugh, I know, is like one of the marquee coaches in college football. And honestly, I'm just going to shooting everybody straight here. Seeing you with the Michigan gear on every now and then, what keeps the Wolverines in the mix?
Yes. I've been to Michigan 2 times this summer, and I loved it in Ann Arbor. My teammate, my one of my friends, Alex Orgy, is one of the QBs up there.
He made some plays in that Ohio State game too.
Man, I was cheering for him. Also, Coach Bellamy, like Coach Bellamy, and even though Coach Harbaugh is not on the sideline, Coach Moore has been doing a great job with taking it in as a head coach. Sure. And leading these guys to the win versus Ohio State. And Ohio State put up a great fight against Michigan. That was a great game to watch in person.
You got a lot of offers, but you don't have all of them. Are there any schools out there that you feel like could be close to pulling the trigger on an offer and that you would also have an interest in if they did go ahead and step to you?
Yes. USC, I feel like Georgia, Ohio State as well, Florida, and even Texas too, and Oklahoma.
There's 6 schools right there, and if you're watching this video, you shouldn't wait. He's the number 3 rated wide receiver in the country. Number 3 rated wide receiver in the country right here in Sachse, Texas, Kaliq Lockett. Go ahead and book that trip. Come by and see him in the spring evaluation period or before that. Kaliq, thanks for the time. Good luck with your upcoming recruiting process and, of course, the rest of your career here at Sachse High School.
Thank you.